The night has fallen. Welcome to the world of EduTales for Kids.
In a land far, far away, on top of a tall hill stood the Sparkle Academy of Magic. This wasn't just any ordinary school. Here, young wizards and witches learned how to cast spells, turn invisible, and make objects float high in the air. And every Halloween, the school hosted a very special event called the Halloween Spell Show. This year, the stage was more dazzling than ever. Everyone was eager to show off the magical costumes they had designed and enchanted themselves. The grand prize was a sparkling crystal trophy. And even more exciting, the winner's portrait would be displayed in the Hall of Honor. The whole school buzzed with chatter and laughter as everyone shared their costume ideas. Can you hear the whispers? That's Sora, the Wind Wizard. He wore a costume made of colorful leaves that shimmered in the breeze. Every step he took made the leaves rustle and twirl, carrying with them the fresh scent of forest and fields. I'm the guardian of the green forest. Sora laughed, waving his hand, and whoosh! A gentle gust of wind blew another student's hat right off. Then there was Chloe, the little light witch, who sparkled like a tiny star. Her dress was woven from threads of light, decorated with hundreds of glittering crystals. When Chloe waved her hand, twinkling rays of light shot from her dress, painting a rainbow across the air. I'm the Rainbow Princess, she sang, and the whole room seemed to shine brighter. Everyone had a wonderful idea, but among the laughter and excitement, one little girl sat quietly by the window, Hana. While her classmates talked excitedly, Hana's heart felt empty. She didn't know who she wanted to be. A sea witch? A fairy? Or maybe a brave knight? They all sounded fun, but none of them felt right. She felt like a little lonely cloud drifting with no direction. Hana, have you decided what to wear yet? A friend asked. Hana smiled weakly. I'm still thinking. But the truth was, she had no idea at all. Everyone else seemed so creative, and the more she thought, the sadder she felt. Maybe she was just ordinary. A few days before the big show, while wandering through the school's old library, Hana spotted a strange hat on a dusty shelf. It wasn't like any regular pointed wizard hat. It was old, covered in cobwebs, and on its brim shone a glowing emerald shaped like an eye. Curious, Hana reached for it. Aha! Finally, someone noticed me, squeaked a sharp little voice. Hana jumped and nearly dropped the hat. Who said that? It's me, the wisest hat in the entire kingdom, the hat replied. The emerald blinked like an eye. My name's Mortimer. I know everything, past, future, and especially fashionable magic. You seem to need my help, young witch. Hana blinked in surprise, then smiled. She told Mortimer about her problem. Piece of cake, Mortimer exclaimed. First idea, the sea witch. Picture this, a gown made of ocean waves, seashells in your hair, and every step leaves a trail of sparkling water. That sounded nice, right? Hana nodded eagerly, waved her wand, and cast the spell as Mortimer instructed. In a flash, a deep blue gown appeared, and a coral wand gleamed in her hand. But when she tried walking, the dress was heavy and damp, and the salty smell made her sneeze. Maybe the sea isn't for me, she sighed. No worries, Mortimer chirped. Next idea, a mermaid, elegant and graceful. Hana cast the spell again, and poof! Her legs turned into a sparkling tail covered in pearl-like scales. But, oh no, she couldn't move. She flopped helplessly on the floor. I'm stuck, she cried. Not ideal, Mortimer mumbled. All right, last idea. Poof! A green outfit with dragonfly wings appeared. Hana flapped them eagerly. She actually lifted off the ground, but then crash! She bumped right into a bookshelf. The talking books shouted, Hey, watch where you're flying! Hana sat down, feeling exhausted and silly. None of these costumes felt like her. They were pretty, but they weren't right. Mortimer wouldn't stop, though. How about Fire Witch? A baby dragon? Or maybe a thundercloud? Hana didn't answer. She just stared out the window. Night was falling, and the first stars were twinkling above. Finally, the big night arrived. The Sparkle Academy's grand hall was glowing with decorations. The students gathered, laughter and music filling the air. Backstage, Mortimer was panicking. Hurry, Hana, we're running out of time. You need something amazing. Everyone will laugh if you go out looking plain. Hana's heart raced. But in that noisy, frantic moment, a memory floated into her mind. She remembered her small village, where she used to lie on the grass and watch the night sky. Her grandpa would point to the stars and tell her bedtime stories. The sky was calm, quiet, and full of dreams. That sky was home. A peaceful warmth filled Hana's heart. She smiled, took Mortimer off her head, and set him gently on the table. Thank you, Mortimer, she said softly. You've given me lots of ideas, but now I think I'll listen to my own heart. Mortimer gasped, his gem flickering. What? Without me, you'll be nothing. But Hana didn't listen. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and thought of the starry sky she loved so much. She picked up an old black cloak. Instead of casting spells, she dipped a small paintbrush into silver and gold dust and began to paint stars across it. She glued tiny crystals, sparkled like real stars. Her outfit wasn't flashy or grand, but it was quiet, deep, and full of wonder, just like the night sky. Next up, please welcome Hana, the principal announced. Hana took a deep breath, put on her starry cloak, and stepped onto the stage. At first, the hall went silent. Her costume was much simpler than the others. Mortimer, sitting in the audience, muttered, "Oh dear, a fashion disaster." But then Hana remembered that peaceful feeling of watching the stars. She smiled and twirled gracefully, and then something magical happened. the lights in the hall dimmed. From Hana's cloak, stars began to shine, and galaxies swirled through the air. The ceiling turned into a night sky full of constellations. The Milky Way stretched across the room like a glowing ribbon. Shooting stars darted by. It was breathtaking. Everyone, teachers, students, fell silent. For a moment, they felt like they were back in their own sweetest memories, dreaming under the stars. When Hana bowed, the lights came back on. There was a heartbeat of silence, and then thunderous applause. Everyone cheered and clapped for her. Hana didn't win the golden trophy that night. Chloe did, with her shining rainbow dress. But Hana didn't mind. She had never felt prouder or happier. Her teacher, a kind old witch, came to her and said, "Hana, that was the most beautiful performance I've ever seen. It wasn't just magic, it was love and memory." Later that night, when everyone had gone home, Hana returned to the library and placed Mortimer back on the shelf. "Little girl," Mortimer said softly. His voice wasn't squeaky anymore. "I was wrong. I thought magic had to be loud and sparkly. But today, you taught me something. The most beautiful magic doesn't come from fancy spells. It comes from listening to your heart. You found your magic, and it's wonderful." Hana smiled and gently patted the brim of the hat. "Thank you, Mortimer. You helped me see that." And that's how our story ends. Don't you think Hana was so brave for following her heart? Sometimes we get lots of advice from people around us. But just like Hana, the most important thing is to stop, listen to yourself, and find what truly makes you happy. Now, it's time for your sweetest dreams to arrive. Sleep well, little one, and may your night be filled with stars. Good night, my dear.